I am Dr. Natasha Nelson, and welcome to Untamed and Prosperous. All right. Okay. Number one. Hey everyone, welcome to Untamed and Prosperous. I'm Dr. Natasha Nelson, your life doctor. So I'm really excited to bring you a 7-part series about one of the things I love. I love studying and teaching and sharing, and that is about the mind-body connection. And really what that comes down to is everything that we feel, our emotions, the things that we go through and experience over life, also has a way of affecting our body. So as a chiropractor, I've spent 20 years in private practice, and I got really good at understanding the body the same way that you would look at a car at the dashboard, and it would say check engine, needs gas, check oil. Our body talks to us. Our body is always communicating to us, whether it's pain or other symptoms, could be just signs or signals. Our body lets us know when there's something going on that needs our attention. The challenge is if you don't understand the language of the body body doesn't speak with words, it speaks through signals and signs that you are in charge of learning how to interpret. That's part of the healing journey when it comes to our body and our health. So in this entire series, I'm going to go through and really highlight the emotional connection of each part of the body and what it represents and illnesses or injuries that can be associated. So with that said, here's my disclaimer, right? I'm not your doctor. So anything you hear is not meant to be a diagnosis or treatment or cure for anything. It's just bringing your awareness to help you on your healing and health journey. So I talk a lot about emotions, and that's why I do this series on breaking all the emotions one at a time. Because emotions are the first sign that our body lets us know there's something going on. Our body's talking to us. So then you have the option to either listen, take in the information, and do something with it, or you ignore it, right? Now, what do you think happens to emotions when you don't process them? You either repress them, you suppress them, you stuff them away. Well, that's energy. And energy is meant to move. It's meant to move out. It's always moving. Energy doesn't stop or start, it just flows. However, the emotions that show up and the energy of emotions, if it doesn't have a way to come out in a healthy way and we ignore it and stuff it down, that energy has nowhere to go but internally in our body. And that's when signs and symptoms and signals are there to let you know, hey, pay attention. Hey, look over here. Hey, there's something going on. The way the body talks to us, it's often the first sign is really just a hey, a little whisper it doesn't feel so good. It doesn't hurt. Maybe a little tweak. That's the first sign. If you ignore it, it progressively can get worse until it finally something happens that makes you go, okay, fine. I have nowhere to go. I'll pay attention. So this series, it's a 7-part series. It really is about the emotional meaning behind the parts of the body. They are related to the chakras. I'm not going to break it down into the chakras, but really just through the body parts themselves. So today in part 1, I want to talk about, we're going to work our way from the feet to the head. So we're going to start at the toes, the feet, and the ankles. So in this entire process, you don't need to know really a lot about the body to understand this. I want you to think about just some basic ideas of, well, what does that body part do? Because that's already the first level and layer of curiosity and information. What do you do with your feet? What are your feet meant to do? They are meant to hold us upright. They are meant to keep us balanced. Our feet are also what's meant to move us forward. It's how we walk, right? So emotionally, when there are pain or symptoms that show up in the feet or the ankles, I want you to start to think about where in your life are you having problems or challenges moving forward. And it can be like physically moving, but really look at the emotional component. Where are you stuck? Unable to move forward in life. Maybe you've gone through a challenging ordeal. It's a breakup or graduation. It could be something good too, but you're stuck. You haven't been able to find the path to move forward in. Okay, so that just kind of gives you clues to ideas what to look for. Think about that for yourself. The other part that our feet are related to is, think about it. Their feet touch the ground. It is how we feel grounded. So where in your life do you feel ungrounded, right? Where in your life is it possible that you are just feeling unstable, all over the place, unable to feel really grounded and rooted? That's why when they talk about feeling grounded, like your energy and yourself and nature, being barefoot. We spend so much time in shoes and socks that we lose that connection to the earth. So being able to be barefoot and put our feet on the ground, our soles directly on the earth. And that can be the soil, it could be sand, it could be a lake or an ocean, but it's being connected to the earth that allows the energy to travel. Okay? So I want you to think about that when it comes to feet and ankles. When it comes, I think that's a lot, right? So today's the first day, part 1. We're going to stop with the feet and the ankles so that you can just take that in, but really take in what this series is going to be about. Because there's going to be a lot of information and I want to make it understandable for you. Okay? And we'll go from there. But today, feet, ankles, think about being grounded. Think about being stable. Think about being able to move forward in life. Okay? So that's today. That's part 1 of the series of the mind-body connection. I hope that this was helpful. And as always, give me a like or a share because it's always helpful for me and I truly appreciate that. So until next time, I'm Dr. Natasha Nelson and live life untamed.